It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. Happy New Year. I'm going to keep saying it every day this week. So great to see you guys again. Well, you know what I mean. But let's get back into the here and now. Numerous game studios dropped some big announcements at the Game Awards 2020, painting a picture of what the year has in store for us. Over a dozen upcoming titles were confirmed, announced, or at least teased a little bit during the ceremonies. And Grant Hines takes a look at some of the heavy hitters to keep your eyes on. Is this worth getting excited about?
It's always
yes,
worth getting excited about.
Give us
New
that.
Year.
Woo! There we go.
Yeah, baby.
There we go.
Oh, sorry, man, quickly. I'm sorry.
Nice. Okay, I understand we're excited for 2021 and the new games coming up. Grant, take us through the first one, please.
Where do we begin?
Okay, so the games that I'm the most excited about from this thing are, number one, there's going to be a new Mass Effect game.
Okay.
So those of us who've been playing role-playing games for a very long time have played through the trilogy that is Mass Effect. Then they brought out a terrible one called Andromeda. It was the pits.
Boo, for Andromeda, boo.
Like, so for those of you who know, like, you spent your money on it and you really enjoy playing as Shepard, now it's time to get excited because I really hope that they do that. And Mass Effect, by the way that they did the score of that game has influenced science fiction movies from that moment on. It became a cornerstone effect. So I hope it really has that kind of impact. That same studio will bring in the next most exciting game is that there'll be another Dragon Age game. So role-playing game in space, probably my favorite, but a lot of people love a role-playing game in a medieval, you know, like Lord of the Rings kind of setting, and that is Dragon Age. So
that looks good.
Yeah, so if you enjoy getting into all these deep characters and lore, like Game of Thrones style, like finding out what's going on, Dragon Age is a game for you to look out for. I highly recommend even going back and playing some of the older ones, because I think they're kind of overlooked for a lot of people. I am a Mass Effect fan though, so like I know that's usually the debate. Dragon Age or Mass Effect, that's where it stands. Then a game that I played a lot of growing up is a game called Left 4 Dead, which was a 4-player co-op survival zombie like survival game. So you've got 4 people, hordes of zombies come and you've got to survive.
Okay.
As you do. Like, you know, we've just passed 2020.
Oh my goodness.
You know, we've got to be ready for 2021.
But at least you're not alone.
So this is a game, it's called Back 4 Blood. It's by the same studio that did that. They're called Turtle Rock. And I'm really excited to see what they do because I play games with my friends like this all the time, and I love it. So like, it's just about that cooperative shouting at my friend, "Give me a shotgun quickly! I need to get going!" You know, the zombies are on me! Save me!
Shotgun,
you know, like
shotgun,
that's really how I play this game. It's me shouting, "Save me!" all the time.
That's fun.
Then, do you guys remember the Evil Dead, the movie?
Of course, yes.
Evil Dead, classic horror movie. They're making a video game in very much the same idea as Left 4 Dead or that Back 4 Blood, where it's 4-player co-op. You play the victims and the horror, and there's waves of Wolverines. What are they called?
Zombie.
No, what are those?
Wolves.
No, man. When people turn
vampire.
No, the opposite of a vampire. What? Werewolf!
Oh,
you said werewolf,
guys,
man. You said
your fantasy
werewolf.
is terrible. Okay, you like that kind of thing. So it's a lot of fun.
Made me so anxious just thinking about that.
I'm just like,
what's
oh my
worse? What is
gosh.
the difference?
2021, use your brain!
Word.
Use the resources in your head! Okay, no, that's what my mom used to say to me. The next one is Perfect Dark. It's a game that has a huge following, and it's been like, I think close to a decade where people have been looking forward to seeing a Perfect Dark game. It looks absolutely stunning because it's really highly anticipated and the production level is so high. It's going to be really
amazing,
great. I don't know how many South Africans are really interested in this because Nintendo 64 was when it first came out, and back then we didn't get Nintendo 64 in South Africa. So really excited to see what it looks like, and you can see the production value is extremely high.
This teaser is quite impressive, eh?
But finally, and probably most importantly, is a game that a lot of people play right now. It's a dinosaur survival game called The Ark, or like Ark Survival, and the Ark 2 is coming out. And guess, they dropped this trailer, and guess who's in this trailer?
Look
It's
at
Vin Diesel. Vin Diesel in this trailer.
What?
It makes no sense, but I'm so here for it. He's
Do you
just
think they had to pay him for his likeness, or did they just cheat
you know, he's such a World of Warcraft nerd. I wouldn't even put it past him. He's like, I'm in. I'm in. So It's a survival game that's set in a world that's filled with dinosaurs. So you've got to like build a base with your friends, collect stone, wood, then train dinosaurs and ride them. Like dino riding.
Again,
What?
as one does.
As one does.
On
So
a normal day?
On a normal day. So there's T-Rexes, Velociraptors. You'll learn a lot about dinosaurs playing the game like you would in the original. But this, I hope that we get to play as Vin Diesel because it's
So
weird that he's in this
you
trailer.
befriend a Velociraptor, you train a
Yes.
T-Rex,
Yes. Mhm.
and you ride a Stegosaurus.
Yeah, or an ichthyosaur. Imagine, and a mosasaur. You can swim through these prehistoric oceans. You know what those monsters were like back then? They were insane. And obviously you've got these other factions of other people building their bases trying to attack your base. And it's a great game to play with friends.
Also
and
just very interactive, hey?
very deep, very
I'm glad you
interactive,
brought that
very
in because
involved.
the games up until this point were quite dark, and I'm thinking, wow, 2020 really has made its mark. Like zombie apocalypse, werewolves. It's just all a little bit crazy, but these look amazing. The
Yeah.
visuals were
Very realistic.
tantalizing.
One of the great things
Beautiful.
about 2020, there weren't many, but one of the great things was that game development and video games have skyrocketed. So the quality of production has just been
Sure.
kicked off. There's a huge new energy in the video game sector, and I'm so excited to see that energy come to fruition in the games that are released in 2021.
Awesome.
So I need to buy my child a console, is what you've been telling me. Beautiful games, something to get excited about.